Hey everyone, Tammy Reese here at New Jersey HorrorCon here with Miss Claudia Wells. Miss Wells, tell us, how is the weekend so far? How you doing at HorrorCon?
This weekend is amazing, and I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. The Back to the Future fans are by far the greatest fans on the planet, and they are so loyal. I had one guy yesterday who flew in from Miami for me to sign his poster, and he was turning around and going back to the airport to fly home.
Definitely an iconic film. How was it working on Back to the Future?
It was wonderful. I loved it. I love acting. In fact, I want to go back to acting. I miss it. So acting for me is whether it's Back to the Future or one of the series I starred in or episodics, whatever it is, when I'm playing a character and I'm filming, I'm in heaven. I love it. And Back to the Future, of course, was phenomenal. What I'm most grateful for is this part of Back to the Future and the different generations. I had a 5-year-old Marty today named, what was his name?
Wow, definitely
Christian. His name was Christian. And I have a 5-year-old Marty at the nostalgia show I did named River. I mean, perfect. So we've got the parents, we've got the grandparents, we've got the babies. It's extraordinary.
And why do you think it's so iconic still to this day?
I think God has absolutely anointed and blessed that film, because there is no way on the planet it could be so popular and so well loved without heavenly anointing. Honestly, there's just no way. I was thinking about that today. It's such a loved, kind film, fans, people. I mean, there is so much love that I get from all over the world without exception. And you know what's great about Back to the Future is that it gives people a happy place to live. Whether it's for a moment or whether it's for online, back and forth with each other all over the world. And the DeLorean guys who are DeLorean guys because of the movie, really there's no other answer but God.
That is absolutely amazing, and I agree. Why is it important to celebrate pop culture or horror genres at events such as HorrorCon?
Because people spend sometimes all year saving up their money to go to a show like this, to meet these superstars, not that I'm one, but these superstars that they've seen on television, that they've seen in the movies. Even I'm looking around, I got to meet Edward Furlong, I got to meet Carmen Electra, I got to meet, again, Charlie Sheen, who I haven't seen for 35 years. His father was the his directorial debut was a School Break special I starred in, and he won an Emmy. And Charlie's like, that's the only Emmy my dad ever won. And he remembered meeting me. But the other thing is, people who are different than the classic bird get to come to a place where they can be free and they can be who they want to be, and everyone else is doing the same thing. It's a family. There's a whole world behind Comic-Cons that, like my brother-in-law said, he would never have even known they exist or anything about them had I not been doing them and him seeing that. It's like its own complete world.
Yes, absolutely, and definitely a sense of family. LaKisa and I feel that way.
You see the same fans sometimes at different shows, or the same stars at different shows, and it's a streamline of love.
Yes. What advice would you give to anyone who wants to be an actress and may not know where to start?
My first advice is, if there's any, and I used to say this all the time, if there's anything else in life that you have a passion for, that you can do, that you'd like to do that. If there's not, and it's only acting, then it's because that's what you're meant to do. Because there's a lot of rejection in acting. They say it's objective, it's subjective. It's you're too big, you're too small, you're too blonde, you're too this, you're too that. It's whoever's ego is the biggest ego in the room. And I didn't get a starring role in a film that I auditioned for 5 times with the same guy against the same woman who read with the same guy. We both wore the same clothes. I didn't get the part, and a year later I saw the producer at a dinner party. I said, why did you have me come back 5 times, same clothes, same guy, same scene, reading for the same people? And he said, we just couldn't decide. I said, how did you decide? He said, you don't want to know. I said, I do want to know. He said, we flipped a coin. So acting is really, you want to really love it, and you want to really trust and have faith that it's going to work out, and keep going and understand that if a role is meant for you, that's your role. It doesn't matter if there's 30 other people sitting there. If it's meant for you, it's going to be for you. If you don't get an important part, it's because God's opening another window. So don't crash.
Yes.
Because sometimes you can crash but I didn't get, it was down to me and 2 other girls for Goonies, Gremlins, Young Sherlock Holmes, Adventures in Babysittings, so many other films, but I got Back to the Future.
That was
So yeah, so whatever rejections you get, keep going, keep going. That's my advice. It's the most rewarding and difficult job on the planet, because you just got to keep auditioning, keep trying out, and if that's your goal and that's your dream and that's your heart, it's meant to be.
Yes, indeed. Claudia Wells, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You're amazing.